I'm Justine, and I'm really looking forward to sharing with you today one of the techniques that I use to help my business owners move from where they are today, stuck, to where they want to be tomorrow. And I'm going to use a model that I've borrowed from Stephen Covey. So he's the author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and he uses this model for time management. But I use it with a slight twist and variation. So let me explain. So with this model, across the top, we've got urgent activities that go to non-urgent activities. And then down the side, we've got important to non-important. So urgent means we need to do it now. It needs to be resolved right now. Non-urgent means it can be done in the future. Important means that this activity is important to your business. And non-important means it's actually really not that key. Yeah, we can do it, maybe we need to do it, but it's not that important. It's not critical for the business success. So we have 4 quadrants that fall in them. So the first one is urgent and important. So everything's got to be done now, and it's important that we get it done. And I describe this as crisis or firefighting mode. Over here we've got non-urgent, so it can be done in the future, but it's important. And the challenge with this quadrant is it so oftenly gets put off to the future, but doesn't actually get done. And this quadrant is where the building and the growing for the future occurs. So this is where we plan, this is strategizing, this is where we create the environment, we build relationships, we build the capability of our team. And it's also where we do our root cause analysis. So where we actually stop, take the time to understand, to dig deep, to diagnose real problems in our business. This section is the non-important but the urgent. And this section is very much driven by people in this section here. So I've got a crisis, I've got to deal with it right now, and I need a report, so I need it right now, so it's urgent. And I need this information, and we need to have a meeting, and I need to get you all together, and we need to do. So that's what happens a lot in here. So it's emails, it's phone calls, it's meetings, all that sort of thing. And it's reacting. It's really a reactionary space, driven, as I said, from this quadrant. And then this 4th quadrant over here is the non-urgent and the non-important. So this is the stuff that really is not important to your business. And what sits in here is lots of unproductive time. So can be making a phone call that doesn't really matter, can be gossiping around the water cooler. I call it the waiting and the wasting time quadrant. So for me, this is where a lot of our employees sit, our people sit, waiting for us to instruct them, and they're wasting time. So if they had the instructions, they wouldn't be sitting here. They could be sitting here, here, or here, but they're waiting for us. And this is very much driven by businesses that are in this quadrant and spend a lot of time in this quadrant. So if you spend a lot of time in urgent and important quadrant, you drive activity in here. So you'll find you're here, but your people are down here, and they're being unproductive. And you feel like you're working really hard, and you're looking at them and they're relaxed and they're kicking back and they're wandering around, and you're wondering what's going on. This is your challenge. So lots of my business owners come to me because they are stuck in this quadrant and it's not working, and they want to grow their business. But when you're in this quadrant and you spend most of your time in this quadrant, you have no time to grow your business. You need to get out of this quadrant and into this quadrant where you can plan for the future. But how do you get out of firefighting and dealing with everything every day? It's a mindset change. It's a belief that your role as a leader, as a business owner, and a leader of people is no longer personally doing. Your role is to think, to strategize, to set the future, to set the environment so your people can do. So it's a real mindset shift from doing to being an architect and a visionary and building. Now, how do you do that? You have to change your measurement of success. So people that sit here get a lot of significance and reinforcement from being needed, because they're the ones solving the crises. And I hear a lot of people going, yeah, but they need me, but they need me. As a leader and a business owner, our goal is actually to have your business not need you, and that's success. Because if they don't need you, it means you're doing the right job, because you're planning and you're mitigating and you're taking action prior to things falling into this problem. So it's about how do you shift your time? How do you make sure that you're planning in your day to be doing planning and root cause analysis? And it's about asking, why is this happening? Because while you're stuck dealing with the symptoms of the real problem, you're not actually dealing with the real problem. So if you want to reduce this, you actually need to get into this space and diagnose what the real problem is. Solve the real problem, and this stops. It's like turning a tap off. When you turn the tap off, the water doesn't flow out. This is where we turn the tap off, and it reduces this. This is where we build capability of our team so they can deal with this, so we can deal with this. So it's a real mindset shift. So I work with my business owners to shift their mind from where they are today and the role that they play and what success means to what their business really needs them to do and what does success look like for that. So I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to sharing some more strategies with you in the future.